The day his mindset changed everything. A mindset story. No one noticed him at first. He was just another face in the crowd, walking to work every morning, with his head down, eyes tired, shoulders heavy. The kind of person people passed without remembering. The kind of person who felt invisible even to himself. His life wasn't dramatic. There were no great tragedies, no sudden disasters. Just a slow, quiet exhaustion that built over years. Waking up tired, going to sleep anxious, repeating the same routine while telling himself, one day things will change. But deep down, he didn't believe it. Every morning, his mind began before his body did. You're already late. You're not good enough. Others are ahead of you. You missed your chance. These thoughts felt so real that he never questioned them. He assumed this was simply how life worked. Some people succeeded, others survived. And he was surviving. Until one evening, everything shifted, not because the world changed, but because his mindset did. A moment of stillness. That night he sat alone in his room, lights off, phone silent. For the first time in months, there was no distraction. No scrolling, no noise, just him and his thoughts. At first, the mind attacked him. You wasted another day. You'll never escape this. You don't have what it takes. But instead of running from those thoughts, he stayed. And something strange happened. He noticed them. Not as truths, not as commands, but as sounds like a radio playing in the background. And for the first time, he asked a dangerous question. What if these thoughts are not me? That question changed everything. The realization. He realized something no one had ever taught him. The mind speaks, but it does not always tell the truth. For years, he had allowed his thoughts to define his limits. He believed every story his mind told him about failure, fear, and inadequacy. But now, sitting in that silence, he saw it clearly. The mind wasn't trying to help him grow. It was trying to keep him safe. Safe from rejection, safe from failure, safe from discomfort. And safety, he realized, was costing him his life. The shift. He didn't wake up rich the next day. He didn't suddenly become confident or fearless. But something subtle had changed. He stopped arguing with his thoughts. When fear appeared, he didn't fight it. When doubt spoke, he didn't obey it. He simply noticed. There's fear. There's doubt. And then he acted anyway. That was the beginning of discipline, not forcing himself, but moving without permission from fear.
Small actions, new identity. He began with small things. Waking up earlier not to punish himself, but to create silence. Working on himself for 30 minutes a day. Speaking less. Listening more. Doing what needed to be done even when motivation was absent. The old mindset screamed, "This won't matter. You'll quit like always." But he didn't argue. He just kept going. And slowly the voice lost power. The inner war. Some days were brutal. There were mornings when anxiety returned like a storm. Nights when doubt felt heavier than before. Moments when quitting seemed logical. But now he understood something crucial. Discomfort is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of growth. He realized that the pain he once avoided was the very thing shaping him. Each time he chose action over excuses, something inside him hardened. Not into bitterness, but into strength. A new way of seeing reality. Months passed. The world outside didn't magically change, but his experience of it did. Problems didn't disappear. Pressure didn't vanish. Life didn't become easy, but he became calm. And a calm mind sees opportunities where panic sees walls. He stopped reacting. He started responding. And people noticed, not because he spoke louder, but because he moved with certainty. The truth he learned. One day, standing in the same place he once felt trapped, he smiled, not because life was perfect, but because he was no longer fighting himself. And that's when the truth became clear. Your mindset is the key to your reality, not because it changes the world, but because it changes how you walk through it. The moment your mind stops resisting life, life stops resisting you. Final message, perfect for voiceover ending. You don't need a new life. You don't need luck. You don't need permission. You need a new relationship with your mind. Because the same world that breaks one person builds another. The difference is not intelligence, not talent, not timing. It is mindset.